Hello Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, maybe Venus. This week, Pisces, is different. I want to do sort of like just read the story of your energy of where you are right now. And then I'm going to ask the question from my very wonderful, beautiful Ethereal Visions deck, which I have not used in quite some time. I don't know why. Well, it's hard to shuffle, but outside of that, I should use it. It's beautiful. That deck, we're going to ask if your future self could tell you something about whatever energy you're in right now, what would it tell you? Don't you want to know? Yeah, I came with that. I like that. I was kind of proud of myself. All right. Okay, so we're going to do that. There is an extended at the end of this reading, so you can, if you're called to it or drawn to it, the link is at the top of the description. I will look in the blind spot of whatever comes out in this reading. So, nose is itchy, must be time to pull cards. Going to start with my Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck. An energy card for Pisces, where Pisces is right now. My dear Pisces, where's Pisces right now? Pisces energy right now. Wow, very watery, very watery, very primal, very predatory. When I say predatory, I say like sort of, I think the crocodile, like in this stage, kind of sees what the crocodile wants. You kind of know whether it's something that is in your physical right now, or it's something that you've dreamed up in your mind and you know exactly what it would be. You're feeling very like deep, almost predatory, primal emotions to this. This is a crocodile. All right, there you go. So now we're going to go to the Wild Unknown Animal Tarot deck and tell us more. What did I do for how many cards? Yeah, 3. Okay. I like a little space out there. Like how many cards? 3. For Pisces. Spices. Yeah, maybe Spices. Like really, like, you know what you want. You got your eye on it. Oh boy, but how do you get there? The Hierophant is at the bottom. Oh, what was at the bottom here? Oh, the fire ant. Oh, dang. I could see that. The fire ant is at the bottom. That's kind of like pushing through some sort of uncomfortable energy. Pushing through some sort of feeling of like anxious energy. Now the Hierophant, the 2 of Pentacles, is at the bottom of this deck. You're kind of pulling in like your higher guidance here. Trying to use your higher guidance, your deeper intuition, to push you through something that feels somehow uncomfortable. Now this, it's like, oh, it feels so confusing. Like, I feel like you're somehow being drawn into deep emotions because there's something that you want, something that you really have your eye on or your mind set on, but how to get there. I mean, the first 2 cards that have come out, the 7 of Cups and the Moon. Okay, now this is interesting. The 7 of Cups and the Moon. I'm taking a pause there because this 7 of Cups card has the sun down here and the moon. The moon is your card. Like, in one way, you're kind of working in an element that is ideally you. But I like to say this about the elements that are us. Often, that is the element that we refine, that we utilize to its strongest potential last out of all the other elements that we're working with in life. Because it comes naturally to us. So you're not pushed hard to use. It's just like, oh, right? Like, because we do get comfortable in it. And unless you specifically make a practice starting very early in life. You recognize and being able to identify what sort of your gift is, intuition, emotional depths. Now, Pisces also has the ability, and I'm feeling some of that here, because it's the last sign in the zodiac, to utilize the energy of other zodiac signs quite easily if you can get into that. And I feel like you're almost being asked to really utilize your primal energy here. You're trying to. Now, what drew my eye here with the moon and the sun is to really get to the sun, to a true wish fulfillment, the absolute sun, not like fake Jupiter sun, the real sun, the energy of the true sun of wish fulfillment, clarity, brighter days, happiness, warmth, is to push through the unknown. So you're kind of being called here. You're being set up in a way, the universe has set up a situation sort of around you that is really making you utilize the deeper primal aspect of you. How you move through in these waters. And it's sort of like that to help you refine. Like it's a little bit like it's making you uncomfortable because it's pushing you to a level in this natural element for you that you haven't had to push yourself into before. And here, because the Six of Wands is on the other side, like you're trying to figure out how to get victory here, how to claim whatever this is that you really want. But the moon, also pushing through like some fear with the fire ant and the moon. Pushing through the fear. How to create a little bit too, like how to turn the fantasy, the dreams, how to push that through the unknown and get victory out of it. Because there's something here. And with this Seven of Cups with the sun and the moon together, I feel like you're feeling this kind of angsty energy because you feel like this, you know what, this is something. It's maybe not easy. I don't think it's ever really easy when it's the true sun, the true wish fulfillment here. Like, and that's the challenge, is going through this moon energy. Going through your own energy and dealing with yourself almost. It's never easy, right? It's like my own videos. People tell me to watch them. I do sometimes. I'm like, that's enough, Cindy, for me to do more of that. But yeah, like, interesting. And two, with the Seven of Cups, it's a little bit like realizing, you know, the choices, the direction that I choose, the steps that I choose to take, the actions that I choose to take will have like a cause and result, a result and cause here. Like whatever it is that you do, it's going to affect what it is that you're trying to achieve. So really thinking about that, but almost feeling a little paralyzed here, like kind of knowing that, but a little bit of not, because with the Seven of Cups and the moon, I don't feel like there is any action being taken, like that there is anything being done in the physical, almost like you're trying to do stuff in the emotional, in the water energy, because that's where you're most comfortable. But yet somehow in that energy, you've been pushed to the point of being a little uncomfortable with the fire ant. Because you're being asked to either utilize your intuition, your clairvoyant ability, your natural instinct to go a little bit into the unknown here and see where it takes you. Either you're being pushed to do that longer than you normally would, and it's kind of wearing on you, or you're being pushed at a level of so much uncertainty that it's the only thing you have to rely on. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you're really being pushed to utilize what is the best aspect of you, Pisces. What is your most natural aspect? So, what would your future self tell you? What would Pisces' future self tell them? What would Pisces' future self tell them regarding this situation? You're stopping yourself. That's what I'm getting here. The Five of Swords, Judgment, Six of Swords is on the bottom. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what your underline is telling me exactly what I'm seeing here. Everything was looking really good. It was like, bang, yeah, whoa, wait a sec. You're stopping yourself. For whatever reason. Okay, here's the underline. The Five of Swords, something like kind of cut out an uncomfortable ending in something, but like the Judgment card, a rebirth here. There's a choice to do something. There's the choice to take the Five of Swords into the Six of Swords, which is just getting into better energy. Let's get this into a better place. Let's just re-energize whatever this situation is instead of thinking about it so much. Something like that. Because once we get in our heads, oh Lord, well, maybe it's okay for Pisces, but I think you've been pushed into your head for so long though. It's getting to the point where it's feeling a little bit uncomfortable. And like the Hierophant, that's an underline and it's come out over here. So there's a message. This is what your future self would tell you. The King of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Eight of Swords. I feel like your future self is saying to you, if you would get out of your own way, you would connect with something deeper here and you would totally come into your energy. Like this dude is totally, yeah, and you know what, it's kind of funny, I was going to say a lot of times the King of Cups feels a little bit like Scorpio energy, but this has even got a fish, like this is very Piscean energy. You got to get out of your own way. I'm going to actually pull a clarifier. I'm going to clarify. I'll use this tiny deck. I use it for the extended, but I can put the cards back in. Okay, too, that's interesting. Maybe there's something that you want to share your emotions with, but you can't. Because the King of Cups, like, holds back their emotions. They have a lot of feelings and emotions, too. And, like, it's like if you're stopping yourself from doing something here, maybe it's, like, expressing feelings and emotions, because this crocodile is really in it. Like, really in it. It's water energy. Somehow, oh, look at that interesting split. Somebody had a reading of this a while ago. What was that? Turning the Devil into the Lovers. Like, right, well, being stuck. You're not able to move. Turning entrapment, because with the Eight of Swords, turning the feeling of being trapped, not being able to move, turning that into freedom, freedom of choice with the Lovers. But now, see, I almost feel like connect with this Hierophant energy. Express your feelings and emotions to like the deeper universe and see what kind of answers you start to get back. You need to express it somehow, but it's being blocked. It's the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. Pisces feels like it's kind of like they're in their own way. The way that just kind of floated up and landed down again. Oh, the Hermit and the Empress. I tell you, it's something that you really want. Yeah, and maybe it's not reachable. Maybe you can't find it. Or maybe you've seen it, but you've lost it. Trying to find your way to this. This is really, really abundant energy. Trying to find your way to this. But you feel blocked, you feel trapped. You maybe trapped in your own internal, like, yeah, like it's internal. The Seven of Cups and the Moon. It's definitely internal. Feeling trapped in your own internal investigation of yourself and what this is. Oh, I know it's the Hierophant. The Eight of Swords. The Hierophant. Almost, I know, I kind of feel, okay. Yes, you need to talk to the universe somehow. I'm really getting that. Like, you need to talk to the universe. Some sort of practice here for yourself. Some sort of way of divination even. Or just meditating and asking a question and just releasing it. And you know what? Don't have expectation. Don't even expect the answer to come in right now while I'm meditating. Just release, in a deep meditation of some sort, just release your question, your query, whatever you need to know about, or how to move past something, or how to free yourself in a situation. And just know that the answer will come, right? Because the universe never answers us when we want it. So don't expect that, because that also puts expectation and pressure and anxiety in the experience of meditating if we expect an answer right now. Because, okay, the Hierophant has the Eight of Swords, again, and the Justice card. I feel that there's an answer for you. The universe has an answer for you here. That's what your that's what your future self would tell you. That the universe has an answer for you. So what's the answer? I'm going to be pushy and see what I can get for you. The King of Cups. The King of Cups. The Nine of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Oh my God. So stuck. You know what? I know. The whole freaking world is stuck right now. It sucks. The Nine of Wands, like, you're so tired of being stuck. So tired of not being able to move. Like the Chariot is kind of sitting there almost like it's sinking in the silt of the river, of the pond, wherever you are. Sort of like you've done like deep work here. You've done the deep work. There's nothing really left to do but move forward, but yet still something is holding you back. Something is preventing you. Something, obviously, if you can't figure it out, and I'm sort of getting the message like you need to ask the universe and wait for the answer to come to you, is what your future self would tell you. It's something outside of your control even that's keeping you feeling like stuck, like you can't move. I'm going to ask one quick question. How do you get victory? Right? Why not? Ask it. How do you get, and then I'm going to give you an incantation. So this might help empower you too. Yeah, you guys had like a phoenix energy last week, didn't you? Yeah, what was it reading though? I only remember the phoenix. The Six of, how do they get? How do you, oh, you gotta express some shit here. You gotta express it. It's almost like it's building up inside. And it's, that's it. Is that all we're gonna get? Maybe that's, oh jeez. Jeez, that card went for a trip. Maybe, what do you got to do? You got to get out and you got to, it's interesting. See, the Queen of Cups, I'm like, okay, you got to go express. Like, you got to express some feelings. And even part of it, too, felt like just express it to the universe. I mean, it felt like that. Like, there's no expression here. The Queen of Cups, the Death card, and the Queen of Wands. So maybe you need to end the cup stuff and get into the wands, baby. Like, really get into sort of transmuting the feelings that you have, the emotional connection to something, even to yourself, this journey, whatever you're on, and transform it into a very creative, very sexy. Maybe you need to sexy it up a bit. I mean, the Empress is sexy. Well, if you want the Empress, you need to start getting sexy, man. Maybe that's what you need to do. Kind of the answer. Get yourself out of your mode, because this is sitting in the background. That's fire. Queen of Wands energy. But maybe you're holding that back somehow. So it's kind of simmering at the surface. It's simmering in the background. It doesn't even feel like it's simmering at the surface. It's simmering somewhere. There's too much moon here, even for you. I don't know. I just feel like when I get these two together and we're getting two depictions of, I just feel like it's too much moon. I feel like you're into yourself too much. I don't mean like into yourself. You're in yourself too much somehow here. You need to reach beyond yourself at this point and move past, almost allow, it's a strange thing, like almost allow this to come in and feed you. Like feed off of the flames and the fire. That's the alchemy of it, right? Like that's temperance energy. That's the goal, like the fire in the water, to kind of be able to transform that. You can do that. You're Pisces. You can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius whenever you need to. So the Five of Swords is at the bottom. I don't know. I'm feeling like Judgment. Yeah, because now you have two. You have to change the energy. That's what I'm gonna say. Because fives are an indication that something needs to change. The energy is not sustainable. And it just, yeah, even the Hierophant is a 5. Even the Hierophant, you have it here twice. Even the Hierophant is a 5. I'm just looking for any other 5s here. I think that's it. Yeah, this needs to be changed. You need to get into the 6s and start restoring your harmony. Okay. An incantation for dear Pisces. Let's give them some power. What do they need? What incantation would best serve Pisces at this time to empower them? For them to move forward. Oh, just like that. The mirror. It's so funny. I kept seeing it on the split. Oh, let's see where this goes. The mirror. What the heck? Oh, there. Okay, I'm going to tell you what it's about first, and then we'll do the incantation. Mirror. Mirrors date back to ancient times. The first mirrors that people used were most likely pools of dark, still water. I kind of feel like that's where you are with this crocodile. It is believed that the first glass mirrors were invented in 1 AD by the Romans. In the medieval period, glass mirrors completely disappeared because during those times, religious confessions stated that the devil was looking and watching the world from the opposite side of a glass mirror. I kind of think it was people probably seeing the deeper part of themselves for the first time. In folklore, mirrors were objects to fear. They were said to steal the soul because they had the power to draw souls out of bodies. Some believe that spirits can become trapped in mirrors. The meaning. Although there is much negativity and superstition associated with mirrors, one thing is for certain. Mirrors don't lie. When we gaze into a mirror, what we see is the true reflection of ourselves, both the good and the bad. We cannot deny the image reflecting back at us. Take a good look at yourself, but look deeper than just the surface image that is reflected. Look deep into your soul. Do you like what you see, or are there changes that must be made? Oh, that's different. All right. So here's the incantation. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I welcome you to show me all. I need to see all sides of me, so a better person I will be. Oh yeah, this is a good one. This, you know what? You might be doing some sort of deep shadow work, or you have been, and you're kind of you're trapped in that, right? Like I said, it's kind of like you're trapped in this hermit mode of self-reflection. What the hell? It's coming all back again. It takes me a minute to catch on, but I have a lot of other thoughts going through my head. So yeah, it's like you've trapped yourself in deep reflection. But maybe because you sense, your Piscean intuition is telling you there's something I've missed. There's something I haven't addressed. Maybe you've looked at yourself so deeply. Did I? Yeah, I did the incantation. Okay, so deep with this one, Pisces. So it's almost like you've looked at yourself so deeply that you've almost pulled yourself apart. And now you look at yourself, and how do you put the pieces back? Because if you put the pieces back, does that make you who you were before? And you don't necessarily want to do that because you've done this deep work. I think that's where you have to realize that putting the pieces back together doesn't have to follow anything. There isn't an instruction book for that. The pieces will fall into place where they're meant to be, where they're meant to sit now, where energetically see. And maybe this is part of it. Like, get out of this feely stuff. I'm so sorry. Coming across like such an Aries. Just get all passionate. Just really get like, yeah. I'm going to read you the incantation one more time. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I welcome you to show me all. I need to see all sides of me, so a better person I will be. I think you're probably already a really good person, but there's something that you're uncomfortable looking at. Oh, aren't we all? It's part of the story, man. That's part of the story. Where's the bottom? Look, the crystal ball is at the bottom. I'm sort of intrigued here. I feel like you're trapped. Listen. Okay. The crystal ball in a reading indicates the necessity to find out information that cannot be seen by the naked eye. A necessity to find answers to questions that have been plaguing you, not only in regards to the future, but also the past, because our yesterdays define our tomorrows. Get in touch with who you were rather than who you are now. And you will find the answers you seek. That's how you figure out who you are now, by getting deeper in touch with who you were then. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so you get 2 incantations. Don't tell the other signs. Guide me back into my past when visions weren't so overcast. I need to see all that I was in order to clear up the fuzz. Guide me back into my past when visions weren't so overcast. I need to see all that I was in order to clear up the fuzz. All right, I better stop it there. The other signs are going to get jealous. Okay. Oh my goodness, Pisces. I hope that was helpful. It was pretty interesting. I'm going to go do the extended now and see what's the blind spot. I'm just laughing because I feel like you're going to be the blind spot. But I don't know, so I'm going to go see. All right, thank you so much, my sweet Pisces. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.